Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all. Today we will start a new chapter of supplementary reader. The chapter name is A Tiger in the House. The chapter is written by Ruskin Bond, and in this chapter we will read about the story of a tiger cub. In this story deals with the bonds of love between man and animal. So we will read the chapter and know about the chapter in details. A tiger in the house. Grandfather finds a tiny tiger cub in the forest and brings him home. Grandmother calls him Timothy and brings him up like a human child. Timothy is playful and naughty. His companions are Toto, the monkey, puppy, and other members of the household. So Toto is you are getting the Timothy is the tiger cub, and the companions are Toto, the monkey, and a puppy, and other members of the household. So come on the chapter and try to know about it. Timothy the tiger cub was discovered by grandfather in the Terai jungle near Dehradun. So Timothy the tiger cub was discovered by grandfather in the forest of jungle of Dehradun, Terai jungle near Dehradun. One day when grandfather was strolling down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party, he discovered a little tiger about 18 inches long. Hiding among them, hiding among the intricate roots of a banyan tree, grandfather picked him up and brought him home. He had the distinction of being the only member of the party to have bagged any game, dead or alive. So here we get that what had happened one day when grandfather was strolling, walking. You have to write down the difficult word meaning in your copy, understand, so that it will be beneficial for you to understand the chapter. One day when grandfather was strolling, walking down the forest path, at some distance, what had happened from the rest of the party, he was strolling, walking there from the rest of the party, from the other members, and then he discovered a little tiger about 18 inches long, and the tiger cub was hiding among the entangled उलझे हुए intricate roots of a banyan tree. And afterward, grandfather picked him up and brought him home. And he had the distinction, he had the special quality of being the only member of the party to have bagged. He has the ability from the others that to have bagged, managed to get, he had the ability to manage to get any game, dead or alive. He will get so he was able to catch the animals dead or alive among others in the party. At first, the tiger cub, who was named Timothy by grandfather, was brought up entirely on milk given to him in a feeding bottle by our cook Mahmoud, but the milk proved too rich for him, and he was put on a diet of raw mutton and cod liver oil, to be followed later by a more tempting diet of pigeons and rabbits. What had happened that first the tiger cub, who was named Timothy by grandfather, was brought up. He was brought up by, nourished by the grandfather, brought up entirely on milk in starting, given to him in a feeding bottle by our cook, and the cook name was Mahmoud. But the milk was too rich for him. He was unable to digest milk, and he was put on a diet. Afterward, he got the diet what? Raw mutton and cod liver, fish oil, to be followed later by a more tempting diet. Afterward, he needed more tempting diet. Tempting is luring, which will attract, of pigeons and rabbits. He made habits of pigeons and rabbits in his diet. Timothy was provided with two companions, Toto the monkey, who was bold enough to pull the young tiger by the tail and then climb up the curtains if Timothy lost his temper. And you know that there are two companion friend of Timothy. One was Toto the tiger, the Toto the monkey. Another was a dog. So you know that the Toto was bold enough and he pulled the young tiger by the tail and he climbed up the curtains. When Timothy lost his temper, Timothy became angry. And the another companion friend is a small mongrel. Mongrel means here dog of a special breed. You can say that particular breed puppy, mongrel puppy, found on the road by grandfather. That was found by grandfather on the road. At first, Timothy appeared to be quite afraid of the puppy and darted back with a spring if it came too near. In starting, you know that Timothy appeared to be quite afraid of the puppy and he darted back. Darted back means moved back with a spring, with a jump if it came too near. When Timothy came near to, with a spring if it came too near, when the dog came near him. He would make absurd dashes and afterward he would make absurd, strange and meaningless, dashes. Dashes means here he was going back with a great force. Absurd dashes at with his large forepaws. With large forepaws he make absurd dashes. Understand? Hit with great force. He also hit with a great force. With a great force. And then the puppy, and then retreat to a ridiculously safe distance. And afterward, he make dashes, hit with great force, and afterward he moved back ridiculously means here that he made this thing laughingly and went back to a safer distance. Finally, he allowed the puppy to crawl on his back and rest there. Afterward, firstly, he was afraid of to the dog and he moved back, retreat back and started to hit with his forepaws. But he became accustomed and it was a ridiculous fashion. It was in ridiculous fashion. It was making other laughingly, that other felt laughingly there when they when they saw the scene. Finally, he allowed the puppy to crawl on his back and rest there. Afterward, he had given the permission to puppy to rest on his back. One of Timothy's favorite amusement was to stalk anyone who would play with him. And so when I came to live with grandfather, I became one of the tiger's favorite. And one of the Timothy's favorite amusements means entertainments was to stalk. Stalk means here, what do you understand by the term stalk? Move stealthily towards. So amusement was to stalk, to move stealthily towards anyone who would play with him. He would go towards them. And so when I came to live with grandfather, I became one of the tiger's favorites. And afterward, the writer became the tiger's favorite when he came with his grandfather. With a crafty look in his glittering eyes and his body crouching, he would creep closer and closer to me, suddenly making a dash for my feet, rolling over on his back and kicking with delight and pretending to bite my ankles. And the writer says that with a crafty look, with a crafty means with a cunning look, and are his eyes were glittering, shining, with a shining eyes and his body crouching, and he also bent his body, and he would creep closer. He would come by creeping closer to me, and afterward suddenly making a dash for my feet. He would come towards my feet by making a dash and rolling over on his back, and afterward he would climb over my back, come over my he would come over my back and kicking with delight, rolling over on his back and kicking with delight and pretending to bite my ankles, and he start to pretend to bite my ankles, that he is biting my ankles. Sorry, here rolling over on his back means that the tiger cub would come near to me, rolling over his back. He would come here on his back towards me, and afterward he would make a dash, small jump, we say that, towards my feet, and afterward and kicking with delight, and he would kick me with delight, with enjoy, and pretending to bite my ankles, and he would start to pretend to bite my ankles. He was by this time the size of a full grown retriever, and when I took him out for walks, people on the road would give us a wide berth. And now he was by this time the size, he had become too young, he become full grown up, and he was by the time the size of a full grown retriever. Retriever means, here you get that, a breed of a dog trained to retrieve game in hunting. So he became a dog trained for a hunting, just like a dog trained for a hunting, full size, full grown up retriever. And when I took him out for walks, when he went for walks, people on the road would give us a wide berth. When we went for a walk, people gave us a wider berth. When he pulled hard on his chain, I had difficulty in keeping up with him. So he became grown up, and I felt difficulty when he started to pull the chain. His favorite place in the house was drawing room, and he would make himself comfortable on the long sofa, and he felt comfortable on the long sofa, and the better place for him in the house was drawing room, and reclining there with great dignity. And he went there. Reclining means going there, bending, reclining there, living there, bending there with a great dignity, and snarling, making a sound, growling noise at anybody who tried to get him off, and anybody who tried to get him off from the long sofa, he started to growl. Timothy had clean habits. He would scrub his face with his paws exactly like a cat. He slept at night in the cook's quarter and was always delighted at being left out by him in the morning. So you know that Timothy had clean habits. He would rub his face with his paws like a cat. He has a clean habit, and he slept at night in the cook's Mahmud quarters, and always delighted. He became happy at being let out, being free. He became free by him in the morning. He became free in the morning. He felt happy, delighted. One of these days, declared grandmother in her prophetic manner, we are going to find Timothy sitting on Mahmud's bed and no sign of the cook except his clothes and shoes. And one of these days, grandmother declared in prophetic manner, in a prediction, he predicted that we are going to find Timothy sitting on Mahmud's bed and get we would not get the sign of the cook except his clothes and shoes, because he became terrible, dreadful for other. Who became terrible? Timothy. Understand? Of course, it never came to that, but when Timothy was about 6 months old, a change came over him. He grew steadily less friendly. When out for a walk with me, he would try to steal away to stalk a cat or someone pet a dog. So, but it had not happened. But when he became 6 months old, some changes came. He grew steadily, continually, I mean slowly we can say that, firmly, continuously, less friendly. He became less friendly. And when he went for a walk with the writer, with the author, he would try to steal away. He would try to go away, steal away, to escape away from the author, to stalk a cat, start to chase the chase a cat or someone pets a dog. Understand? He started to go behind a dog or a pet dog or a cat. Sometimes at night we would hear frenzied cackling from the poultry house, and in the morning there would be feathers lying all over the veranda. And one thing, sometimes at night, what will happen? We would hear frenzied cackling. Frenzied means loud and frantic. Cackling means noise made by hens. We would hear such type of frenzied cackling from the poultry house. And what will happen in the morning? There would be feathers. We will get we would get their feathers lying there all over the veranda. It means that Timothy had to be chained up more often, and finally, when he began to stalk Mahmouds about the house with what looked like villainous intent. So, afterward, you know that afterward, when he started to eat hens from the poultry house, so afterward he started to chain in the days mostly. And one day what had happened, he began to stalk Mahmoud, began to chase, began to chase Mahmoud, the cook, about the house, and he looked like a villainous intent. With a villainous intent means villainous desire, means that he was going to kill him, eat him. So grandfather decided it was time to transfer him in a zoo. Afterward, he reserved a first compartment for himself and Timothy. No one would share a compartment with them. Grandfather took him to Lucknow, where the Jew authorities were only too glad to receive as a gift well-fed and fairly civilized tiger. So afterward, grandfather booked the compartment, and he was alone with him. And the Jew authorities were very glad that they got. Grandfather took him to Lucknow Zoo, where the Jew authorities were very glad. Why they glad? Because they received a gift as a gift. They received Timothy as a gift, a well-fed and fairly civilized tiger. In contrast to other who are wild tiger. About 6 months later, when my grandparents were visiting relatives in Lucknow, grandfather took the opportunity of calling at the zoo to see how Timothy was getting on. So after 6 months later, grandparents were visiting relatives to Lucknow. So grandfather took a opportunity of calling at the zoo to see how Timothy was getting on. And I was not there to accompany him. but the writer was not with him. But I heard all about it when I returned to Dehra. But he got the news about the tiger when he returned to Dehra. No. Arriving at the zoo, grandfather made straight for the particular case in which Timothy had been interned. The tiger was there, crouched in a corner, full grown and with a magnificent striped coat. Arriving at the zoo, grandfather made straight for the particular case. He went to the particular case where Timothy was, had been interned, had been kept, where Timothy was kept. The tiger was there, crouched. The tiger was bent there in a corner, and he became a full grown tiger with a magnificent, splendid striped coat lining. Striped coat means striped lining on his back. You will get. The tiger approached the bars and allowed grandfather to put both hands around his head. Grandfather stroked the tiger's forehead and tickled his ears, and whenever he growled, he smacked him across the mouth, which was his old way of keeping him quiet. So, when what had happened, the tiger approached the bars, came near the bars of the cage, and allowed grandfather to put both hands. He allowed grandfather to put both hands around his head. And afterward, grandfather stroked lightly the tiger's forehead and touched his ears. And whenever he growled, he make growling sound. He started to make growling sound, growling noise. So he smacked. Smacked means here hit lightly across the mouth, which was his old way of keeping him quiet. Understand? Afterward, he licked grandfather's hands and only sprang away when a leopard in the next case snarled at him. Afterward, he licked Tupa's tongue over and round. He licked grandfather's hand. He licked grandfather's hand and only went back away when a leopard in the next case snarled at him. Understand? Started to make a snarling sound at him, at the tiger. Grandfather shooed the leopard away and the tiger returned to lick his hands. Afterward, grandfather he made a sound to make the leopard frightful. Afterward, leopard away, and the tiger afterward returned to lick his hands. But every now and then the leopard would rush at the bars, and every now the leopard was coming here and there to the near the bars, and he would slink back to his corner. Afterward, leopard he would also slink back. Slink means move noiselessly back to his corner in his cage. And he would means that leopard was moving in his cage, making the sound. But when grandfather made a frightful sound, he became silent and he was moving noiselessly there. A number of people had gathered to watch the reunion when a keeper pushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather what he was doing. So many people were observing the scene when grandfather was meeting the reunion of two, the tiger and the grandfather. Keeper pushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather, and the keeper said to the grandfather what he was doing. I am talking to Timothy, said grandfather. Were not you here when I gave him to the Jew 6 months ago? Grandfather said to the keeper. I have not been here very long, said the surprised keeper. Please continue continue your conversation, but I have never been able to touch him myself. He is always very bad tempered. But the keeper said that, but I have never been able to touch him myself. He is always very bad tempered tiger. The keeper said, why don't you put him somewhere else? Suggested grandfather. That leopard's frightening him. I will go and see the superintendent about it. Afterward, why don't you put him somewhere else? Grandfather said. Suggested grandfather, and that leopard keeps frightening him. Grandfather suggested that that leopard is frightening him, frightening the tiger. I will go and see the superintendent about it, grandfather said. Grandfather went in search of the superintendent of the zoo, but found that he had gone home early, and so after wandering, he started to wander. He was wandering, moving there about the zoo. For a little while, he returned to Timothy's cage to say goodbye. It was beginning to get dark. So at the night time, night is approaching, so he went near the cage of Timothy to say goodbye to him. He had been stroking and slapping. He was stroking and slapping Timothy for about 5 minutes. Afterward, when he found another keeper observing him, another keeper was observing him with some alarm. Grandfather recognized him as the keeper who had been there when Timothy had first come to the zoo. After surprise, grandfather recognized the keeper who had been there in the starting when Timothy had first come to the zoo. You remember me, said grandfather. Now, why don't you transfer Timothy to another cage away from this stupid leopard? He said, grandfather said that, you remember me. Now, why don't you transfer Timothy, the tiger, to another cage away from this stupid leopard? But sir, stammered the keeper. Stammered the keeper means the keeper was not speaking clearly, stammering, to speak with hesitation. It is not your tiger. I know, said grandfather. Grandfather said that, I know that it's not my tiger. I realize he is no longer mine. But you might at least take a suggestion or two from me. You would take a suggestion from me also, one or two suggestions from me. Take a suggestion or two from me. I remember your tiger very well, said the keeper. He died 2 months ago. The keeper said that your tiger had been died 2 months ago. Died, exclaimed grandfather. Yes, sir, of pneumonia. That this tiger was trapped in the hills only last month. And he said that this tiger was caught in the hills only last month. And he is very dangerous tiger. He is a very dangerous. Grandfather could think of nothing to say. So afterward, grandfather thought nothing to say to him. The tiger was still licking his arm with increasing relish. But the tiger was licking his arm with increasing relish, getting enjoy. The tiger was getting enjoy. Grandfather took what seemed to him an age to withdraw his hand from the cage. And afterward, grandfather took what seemed to him. He felt what had happened to him. An age to withdraw his hand. Afterward, he withdrew his hand from the cage with his face near the tiger's. He mumbled. And near the tiger's face, he muttered, whispered, "Good night, Timothy," and giving the keeper a scornful look. And he gave her keeper a scornful, disdainful look, contemptful look, full of disdain, despise, we say that. And he walked from the place briskly, fastly out of the zoo. So I hope that you have understood the chapter. Thanks for watching the video.